Hi, this is Mike Wilson, the English Sponge, and I'm responding to a question that some have asked. How do I respond to a question without sounding silly? Now that's important, and the reason is because probably the more difficult thing to understand as a person learning English as a second language are questions. So how can you respond to them? What if someone asks you a question that you really don't understand? Well, I'll tell you what not to do. Do not ask, what do you mean? Because that sounds silly no matter what language you're using. So, what question can you ask? Try this. Could you rephrase that question, please? Now, the reason why that's better is because you're asking the person to rephrase the question. The word rephrase automatically means that you're not brand new to the English language. No. So how would an American respond to that? Well, if you ask them, could you rephrase that question, please? They're going to ask the question in a slightly different way. That's good. But what do you do so you don't look silly? Listen carefully to the question that they ask. You see, you didn't understand the first question, more probably than not because you didn't understand it, but because you weren't listening carefully. It caught you off guard. So this time, listen to the question and try to catch the key words. You probably understand several of the key words, and because of that, because of listening carefully, you'll be able to understand a little bit better the question that they're asking. So there you go. How do you not sound silly when you ask a question? Well, listen to the question, or even ask them, could you rephrase that question for me? Could you rephrase that question for me? So ask that question. Go ahead, out loud, do that. Could you rephrase that question for me? And you will not sound silly when you're asking a question. So once again, this is Mike Wilson, your English Sponge. Come visit me at Skype, on YouTube, or send me something at yahoo.com. English Sponge.